Forcing to close the doors.
Caraca. Não mexe. Não.
Mamãe.
Vamos tomar água aqui.
What's up, guys? Hello. How are you, Sean? Sean, John, Drew. I'm not sure, but I guess Shane.
Hi.
Cassandra Smith. How are you guys? I hope all you guys are safe, healthy, and happy. This is very important. Look at who is here. So guys, we're gonna work the same situations from yesterday, okay? When I playing a close guard, we're gonna work. We did it yesterday, 2 submissions when the person keeps the head down. The first one was 2. When the person keeps the head down was the loop choke, Ezekiel choke, and then we work at the triangle using the opponent's lapel across over the back. And after that, we work at some sweeps, and when the person on top stands, try to stand up and open the guard. Because like I said yesterday, usually the person on top, in my division, they always try to stand to try open my guard. It's not easy to open a guard with both knees on the floor. To force the person on bottom opens the guard, but it's a good game. It's a good strategy, but in my opinion, it's not the best one for my size, for my division, for Erica, and I think for everyone here. Like, you can keep your knees on the floor, but you have to bring your one knee up to move it and then pass the opponent's guard. So we're gonna work that situations when the person is stands to try open the guard. Okay. This week we are working when the person stretching, extend both legs, stand up, but keeping. And I have my back on the floor. Okay, next week we're gonna work some situations when the person bring my body up. Okay, when the person stand up and bring my body together. And then we're gonna work some situations from when this happens. But for this week, we are working when I have my back on the floor. Top, keeping both knees on the floor. Remember, we're gonna be able to work the scissor sweep, bump sweep, and all that from there. Okay, that was the reason I was thinking to work some situations when the person stands. Olha onde ele tá. Passou. Oh, meu Deus. Passou. Vem pra cá, papai. Passou. Vem cá, papai. Passou. Deixa o papai ver, deixa o papai ver. Passou, passou.
Parece que eu senti, velho. Eu vou chamar ele pra sair
Passou,
de lá.
passou. Deixa o papai ver. Deixa o papai arrumar o cabelo, então.
Deixa eu ver a bunda dele.
Deixa eu ver a bunda. Deixa o papai ver a bunda. Deixa o papai ver a cabeça agora. Deixa o papai ver a cabeça. Ponto o dente. Vai lá. Hã?
Vai lá comer bolachinha?
Vai lá comer bolachinha.
Vai lá, bolachinha pro Fernando, ó.
Vai lá. Não, vai por fora, vai por fora. Não, por aí não, filho. Por aqui não dá. Oh my gosh. So guys, like I said before, Fernando throws something in the corner, throws something there. And if the person keeping both knees on the floor, we know the way to work from there, okay? Por quê?
Eu fiquei desesperada, achei que o banco tinha caído na cabeça dele.
Não tem nada pesado ali.
Então,
Então,
só que
John
pelo jeito que eu
Fernando-
olhei, ele tava de gatinho
Mas
assim,
lá
e o
no,
negócio
a
tava...
única coisa pesada que tem é as mesas, só que as mesas estão de ponta cabeça, então não tem como cair. Por isso até que eu botei elas de a parte de cima do chão, tá as pernas, nada cai. So guys, let's starting working the submissions, okay? Then we're gonna do the Ezekiel choke, loop choke, and then that triangle, and then Erica stands, and we're gonna work some situations from there, okay? And if you guys have a question or a new idea, just let us know. And John, I have the stuff to do, the ways to escape from mouth, side control, and back, getting into the half guard, the deep half guard, okay? But today we're gonna work again that situation from close guard. And we're gonna try like maybe tomorrow to work more about the escapes, okay? Don't worry about it, don't forget it. Let's go. So, I'm in the half guard. Well, remember, so I'm in the half guard, but I want to work my half guard. I want to go back to the full guard, close guard. So you don't need to work it with your arms, getting the underhooks, okay? I'm gonna use my hand holding her collar and the other hand against her arm to avoid that cross face. She has the head low. So remember, if she keeps the head down, low, I'm going to be able to do some chokes from here. And to forcing her, if it does a posture up, I'm going to start to put some pressure on her neck, forcing her to move the head up. As soon as I got the space here, I'm going to bring my knee across on her chest and start using my leg as a shield here. If I want to go back to the close guard, I'm going to bring my left knee against her shoulder, and I have my foot already step on her hip. Now I just need to open her arm, and then bring my knee out, my foot out, and I have the angle to extend it. Stretching both legs, and get the close guard. So let's say, she knows I can do many things from close guard, so that's the reason she's going to bring her head down again to try block my attacks. So I have the first grip on her collar, so my first attack is going to be the Ezekiel choke. I switch my grip, wrist, arm to behind her neck, and then I'm going to hold my own sleeve. I have the Ezekiel choke here. For guys like you, John, you have long arms, longer than myself, so it's going to be easier for you reach your other arm and pass your hand under your elbow using the loop choke. It's a good option for you. So if the person keeps the head down and you was able to keep your wrist, your forearm against the opponent's neck, try to do the Ezekiel choke or loop choke. But let's say now, before Erica was bringing her head down, she closed her chin. And then she has using her face against my arm. And she's smashing my arm. If I keep my arm here, it's bad to me. She can block my arm. So I'm gonna circle my arm and then using my arm behind her neck. Okay? And I need to stay putting some pressure here to keep her head down. Now I'm gonna. Você lembra dessa posição, né? Então vem com seu corpo pouco mais tranquilo. Obrigado. I need to keep her head in my chest, and then I'm gonna start using my other hand. Open her lapel. Try to hold in the end of the lapel, and I'm gonna cross her lapel over her back. I want my goal here is get the triangle. So if I keep her arm this way, it's bad. I'm gonna bring my hand, holding her wrist here. I'm using my hand holding her wrist. Você lembra dessa posição? Só me ajuda um pouco. Você já tava deixando o braço aqui que fica ruim pra mim. Vira. So, I'm holding her wrist and pay attention the way I'm gonna trap in the other side of the arm. So, I'm using my left hand holding the lapel. So I'm gonna bring my left foot, step on her hip, and using my knee, my arm, my leg, trapping her right arm. And now I just need to open her arm, using my hand on her wrist, and I'm gonna bring my right leg here around her neck. I have the triangle position, I lock my legs, and then I can let it go, that grip on her lapel to start work on her arm. I can do that armbar from here, stretch armbar. I can do Americana, Kimura. I think I can do like 3 things on her arm. I can work the Americana. I can work the Kimura. I can work that stretch armbar, we call it a Tom Ford armbar. And I can work the wrist lock or cross head arm and get the regular triangle. Okay, so if the person keeps the head down, Ezekiel choke, loop choke, and if the person close the chin and smash your arm, escape your arm, starting working the opponent's lapel, go to the triangle, okay? And now we're gonna start working the sweeps from close guard, when the person stands trying to escape and pass your guard. So, let's say I got the close guard, and she stands. Remember, if I stay here, probably she's gonna use both knees on my butt and start squat down. It's hard to keep her close guard here. It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable position to me. So probably I'm gonna open my guard. And look, she has her knees already to block my legs. And it's gonna be easy for her to pass my guard. Too much. Cadê o word?
Só no vídeo do negócio.
So, I'm here, she stands, and before Erica bringing her knees against my butt, I'm gonna switch my grip, holding her heels this way, and then open my guard. But if I open my guard and stay here, it's not enough. As soon as I open my guard, I'm gonna start pulling her feet and pushing herself using my legs, sweeping her. That's o celular. Fernando, vem aqui brincar, filho. O que você tá fazendo aí? Ai, jogou um negócio lá dentro, ele quer pegar. O negócio tá lá dentro da geladeira. So, as soon as the opponent stands, trying to open your guard, don't wait. Don't stay there for a long time, okay? And hold it the heels, and then you open your guard, and you have to use your legs pushing the person backwards. So she stands, and then I'm gonna hold the heels, open my guard, pushing herself, using my legs, and I'm pulling her feet. Now to get on top, I'm gonna step on the floor and I'm gonna connect my knees here. If I keep my knees this way, opens, she has the space to get on top, back on top, first than myself. So that's the reason I'm gonna close my knees here and wait her reaction. When she tries to reach my gi, I can hold her collar and then I'm gonna jump over here, going straight to the mount, okay? So that detail about your knees, it's very important. Step on the floor and close your knees, connect your knees, and then wait the opponent's reaction. Or if the person keeps the back on the floor, just go forward and get on top. Next option. I have the close guard again. She stands. And now she was moving the knees against my butt. She was close. She started closing the knees to try to use the knees against my butt. And it's back to me. So she was moving and she was attacking first than myself. Now instead of I try grabbing here, I'm gonna slide in my legs, trapping her legs. So if you need, you can open your guard and lock again. Foi. Não dá pra fazer ou dá?
Dá, é que
So again, I'm not able to just slide my legs down, so I need to open a little and then I'm gonna cross my feet again. I'm trapping her knees, both legs. So I have the same grips here, one hand on her sleeve and the other hand on her collar. I think for this one, it's better you stay controlling both arms, so holding the sleeves. So I have that grips, collar, sleeve. She stands and she was closing the knees to try to use the knees against my butt. Before she started squat down, moving her hips down, I'm gonna slide my legs down, trapping both her knees here. I can keep in my collar grip, or if you want, you can bring your grips and holding the sleeve. But if you feel comfortable, you can keep your grip on the collar. Okay. Now I'm gonna switch my hip, turning my hips, my legs to the right side and sweep her to the right. If I keep my legs the same way, I'm gonna be able to finish going straight to the mount. So try to use your legs as a scissor, okay? So I have the close guard. She stands, and she was closing the knees. She has the knees against my butt. It's a bad position to myself. So I'm gonna slide my legs down and stop trapping her knees, sorry. Now I have my hand on her sleeve and I have the same grip on her shoulder. So I need to push herself to the right. And I'm gonna move my legs as a scissor, sweeping her legs. Look at how I have my legs. The same way. I just need to turn, dropping both knees on the floor, and I can running, going to the mount, okay? So as soon as you trap in the partner knees, use your legs as a scissor, sweeping the person. So, was a simple sweep, but works a lot, honestly. If you ask me about some sweep from close guard, Professor, can you show me a sweep? It works a lot. That works a lot from close guard when the opponent is standing. This one works a lot, and I have seen high-level black belts using this sweep against a tough opponent. So this one works a lot. Now we're gonna starting going to the omoplata from that situation, okay? So let's say she stands and she has using the knees against my butt. So there is a lot of pressure on my back and it's uncomfortable to myself. So she forced me to open my guard. If I just open to the omoplata. So the first option is when I get the omoplata and I'm gonna start using my legs, pushing herself forward, and to try escape, she's gonna follow my legs doing a front roll. Then I'm gonna get the momentum to get on top and finish the sweep in the side control. The second one is when I got the omoplata, but she's gonna connect her knee on my chest. She started using her knee on my chest, my stomach, to stack myself there. Then I'm gonna switch my grip and sleeve to the belt, and instead of I pushing forward, I'm gonna bring her body over my body, and then I'm gonna roll my body to the left, sweeping her, and then I'm gonna be able to finish in the S mount or the regular mount position. And the third one is when she stands and doing a good posture up and pulling her arm together, and then she's gonna be able to escape her arm, okay? And then I'm gonna do a back roll. I have my arm. I'm gonna use one arm under her leg, trapping her foot. So I'm gonna do a back roll and stay in the third position. And I'm gonna do a sweep from there. Let's try. So I have the close guard again. She's standing and she was using her knees against my butt. So I know it's gonna be bad to me if I stay here. So I'm gonna switch my grips, collar to the sleeve, and look at how I'm gonna hook her leg. Using my left arm here, my right arm, sorry. So try to wrap the opponent's foot with your elbow, inside your elbow, okay? So now I'm gonna open my guard and I do a swing with my legs, getting the omoplata. Vamos começar de novo. She stands, I get the hook here, and then I have my grip on her sleeve already. Dá pra virar de frente pra câmera? Valeu. Mais um pouco, por favor. So now I'm gonna open the guard, getting the omoplata. As soon as I lock the omoplata, pay attention how I'm gonna start moving this leg forward to put the pressure on her shoulder. I force her to try to do a front row escaping. And then I just need to follow her. I sit up here, and I'm gonna be able to finish the sweep in the side control. Close guard, she stands. I switch my grip, collar to sleeve, and then I'm gonna bring my right arm, hook at her leg here, trapping her heel. Now I'm gonna open, getting the omoplata. Dá pra virar, pequeno.
Não, tô enxergando.
Mas se eu que tô no chão, não é questão de enxergar, é questão de ter... Então, é isso que eu tô falando, é questão de ter noção. Eu também não tô olhando pra lá. É ter noção. Se eu tô pegando a omoplata aqui, pra que lado que eu vou te raspar? A gente não terminou. Meu Deus. So as soon as I got the lock the omoplata here, I'm gonna start putting the pressure forward to force her to a front roll. I just need to follow her, and then I'm gonna be able to finish the sweep, getting the side control. So now, when I get the omoplata, she's gonna use her knee against my chest, my stomach, trapping myself to try keeping my back flat on the floor. I got the omoplata, and look at how she has using her knee on my chest. Vira de novo. She has using this knee to put the pressure on my chest. So if I try to do the same, pode manter. If I try to do the same way to finish my omoplata, it's gonna be impossible because there is a lot of pressure here. Bota esse joelho aqui no meu peito mesmo, do jeito certo. Look, it's super uncomfortable to me. So I have my grip on her sleeve. I'm squeezing my legs, okay? And if I try to keep my grip here, sometimes it works, but it's better if you switch in this grip. It's sleeve to paint or belt. I like to grab the paint because like right now, there is no belt to hold. So grabbing the paint, and then I'm gonna pushing her leg, her body to the right first, just to force her push it back. When she tried to put more pressure on my chest, it's the time to roll over, and then I can finish the sweep here with both knees on the floor. I'm gonna keep my right knee on the floor and extend my left leg, stepping back. And I have the small position. So close guard, go to the omoplata. Now she has the knee on my chest, so it's hard to try do the regular omoplata. I'm gonna switch my grip, sleeve. There's no space to her try to escape. If I get my grip on her pecs and try starting pulling her body, it's gonna be easier for her and wait her reaction. When she try pushing back, I roll, pulling her together. Now I put the S mount, or if you want, you can get the regular mount position. So the first one, if the person don't use the knee against your chest, just starting putting the pressure with your chest and with your omoplata, with your legs, to force the person to do a front roll. Follow the person, get the side control. If the person connect the knee on your chest and start putting the pressure here, switch your grip sleeve to the paint or belt, pushing to the right first, wait the opponent's reaction. When the person tries to push it back, just roll over and stay pulling, make sure you pull the person together, and then finish the sweep, getting the S mount or regular mount position. Now we're gonna do another situation when she stands and then she's gonna escape her arm, okay? She breaks my grip on her sleeve. Same way to get the omoplata, she stands. I'm gonna switch my collar grip to the sleeve. I hook her leg with my arm here, and then I go to the omoplata. But now she does a very strong posture up and she escaped her arm. If I stay here, it's super bad to me. She just needs to grab my pants and clean the space. Nossa, aí desanima mesmo. So, she postured up and escaped her arm. If you stay here, bad. The person just needs to push your legs and pass the guard. So as soon as the person escaped the leg, I have my arm here, controlling her foot, her ankle. I'm gonna do a back roll, putting my both knees on the floor, and look at how I'm using my arm around her heel. I'm able to use just my arm, but if you want, you can get cable grip here to have more strength on your arm. And now you just need to posture up, look to the ceiling, and bring the opponent's foot together. Now you can get on top or try go straight to the side control. It's another sweep. Looks easy, looks simple, looks like some guys like to say a white belt technique. But I have seen a high-level black belt. His name is Xande Ribeiro, and he has using this sweep against a high-level black belt. So works a lot, especially if you try to do a omoplata against a strong guy and the person has doing a posture up and escaping the arm. It's a very good option to do when you lost the omoplata. So we're gonna do again. She stands, I switch my grip, I hook at her leg, and I got the omoplata. She posture up and escape her arm. I just need to do a back row here. I have both knees on the floor. I'm in third position. Try to get the gable grip, just if you want. If not, you can keep in this hand on the floor. And then posture up and stay, bring the opponent's foot together. I have a lot of pressure on her shin, using my armpit. It's hard to her, try to stay there. And look at my position. I can try connecting my armpit on her belly, or if I want, I can get on top to try pass her guard and then score more points. So we're gonna do one more time, real time now. Foi essas, né? So, we worked these options yesterday, and I think it's a good options. And when the person stands, to try open your guard and pass. And of course, we have more situations, more submissions, more sweeps from close guard. And we can try to work more options, but I thought about these ones because everyone and that submissions, also that submission is a good techniques for John, for us, small people. So we're gonna keep on working about these situations. We're gonna work more tomorrow, okay? And try to add one or two sweeps or more submissions, okay? So I hope you guys enjoy it, and thank you so much for the final sweep with the foot. Are you pushing with your body or just pushing with control? John, honestly, you don't need to push. If you just bring your head up, posturing from there, look into the ceiling, there, it's hard to explain. If you feel the pressure, and you're gonna understand why you're gonna be able to sweep the person from that situation. You just need to have your arm in the right position, wrapping the opponent's ankle, and then just look up, look to the ceiling. It's done. You don't need to try pushing the person away, spend a lot of energy there. If you're just looking up, it's enough. It's a very nice sweep. Works a lot. I'm gonna try to find Xande Ribeiro doing this sweep, using this sweep against high-level black belts, and I'm gonna send for you, just for you understand more about this sweep. Yeah, I'm the same, John. I'm the same. Every time when I get the omoplata, the guys like to stand up or posture up, and it's hard to use the omoplata to finish the guys. Usually I like to use the omoplata to sweep them. Adios, everyone. All right. Você não tá enxergando?
Não, não sei isso. Não.
Mas você consegue ler? As minhas tá tudo embaralhadas as letras. Esquece aí na foto. So guys, thank you so much. I hope to see you guys tomorrow again. Thank you, John, Cassandra, Shane, Ryan. Thank you. Have a great night, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. We love you all. We miss you all. Stay healthy, safe, and happy. Okay? Bye-bye, guys.
Bye!